All right, we are in week 5 now. So last week was a test week. Hopefully everybody had good results. And also remember, we have in our membership area, we have some talks in there about zones and what they mean and why they are important. So I would recommend, if you haven't watched them already, make sure go check them out, because it'll give you some opportunity to make sense of what you learned from the tests and what you might be able to learn about yourself so that you can train yourself better as well too. All right, so check that out. Now, you'll see here, we're going to start changing things up a little bit. So this is where training starts to get fun. One of the other things that we talk about are the training triads. We talk about that again in our membership area as well too. And you'll see some of the different modalities in that training triad start to show up now. So you'll see, for example, on Tuesday, you have force reps on the bike. Now, what you want to think about is whenever you're doing something which is force, right? So if you have your training triad, right? Top, bottoms, whatever, both bottoms, right? Top end to both bottoms. One of the bottoms is force. So it's the ability to overcome resistance. So when we're doing force reps on the pedals, we are putting it in a big gear. We're starting at a very slow speed or even stopped, and we're working on recruiting a lot of muscle fibers quickly for a few short period of time, like few seconds even, to learn how to recruit and strengthen those muscles. We've been doing weight training to this point, and this is also a good time in your training schedule to increase the weights and challenge yourself even a little bit more. Because right now it's all about building that muscular strength and that raw horsepower so we can learn how to channel that later. So you'll see that start to show up on Tuesday, for example, on your force reps day. And then the other thing too that you'll see is really encouraging working some uphills on your runs, because again, we're trying to really get it so that you are better at applying more force and strength to your muscles so that we can dial that in and apply that later to sustain speed. Finally, if you, again, check out the talk about zones in there, you'll see us really starting to dial in zone 2. So we're trying to really develop your ability to sustain the best optimal, highest rate that you can do without exceeding your zone 2. It's really frustrating sometimes to hold back. It'll take a little bit sometimes to get up to that zone 2 level, but then it's really easy to kind of keep bouncing into zone 3. Try to fight that urge, all right? You really want to make sure you know what you're trying to do in your aerobic workouts, and you want to make sure that you don't exceed them, because you're trying to build more capillary beds, your ability to process fuels better, and get stronger overall in your zone 2. And if you cheat and get into zone 3, you're going to negate that process. So if you have any questions, check out the membership area. Hit us up in any of the opportunities that we've given you to do that. And we look forward to seeing you